Welcome to Wake Up Epic. Shake your body, shake your hands, get your shoulders. Ultimately, get your knees and a little bit one foot. Find a way to get your feet involved. Try to get as much as your body as you can moving. In this experience, we're going to explore, make some bigger movements now. We're going to explore what do you do when you don't want to? And we could do 10, 20, probably more versions of what do you do when you don't want to. But sometimes when you don't want to, what we'll say to ourselves or to someone is like, oh, my plate is full, no more. And we could say that to tell someone, hey, no more, don't give me any more to do. So there's boundary involved in that. But I think there's something else that's really worth exploring. My plate is full. Now, my plate is full could be really exciting. Have you ever been to a restaurant and you have exactly what you want, full of dessert? My plate is full, and you're excited. Bounce. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a big breath in and land. Take a look around the room. Is your room, is the space that you're in a plate is full with dessert and I'm so excited kind of place? Is what you've got in front of you for today my plate is full of dessert and I'm so excited type of a day? Overall, obviously, there might be some and some less. Take your left foot forward, right foot back, right foot on the toes, so your heels up. So it's a very strong forward-facing movement. Now, I'm going to guess that you, like most people, when we say, my plate is full, there's a sense of no more. I'm full. I can't take anymore. So there's the boundary piece, but I think there's also the I don't want to eat it all that fast piece, which starts to imply, metaphorically, is the food what we want to be eating at what pace? Am I going to be able to digest it? If I'm in the middle of a marathon, by the way, you're just balancing. If I'm in the middle of a marathon, do I want to eat a big plate of mashed potatoes? Maybe, maybe not. Do I want to have some liquid fuel? Not alcohol. Some goo, some carbs. Maybe, maybe not. Switch legs. They're creating just some stability, but in a motion-like stance while I'm laying out these ideas. So tune into yourself. Where in your life could you be saying, if you weren't already, whew, my plate is full, no more? But also tune into the willingness to digest it, to eat it, to consume it, to process the information, to process the experience. If you've been very overloaded, if you've had a lot of experiences lately, if you've got a lot of emotions going on at home, you might not want to take on a lot more emotional labor at work, or vice versa. Legs wide, toes out. We're creating stillness with our body while stepping into this idea, this metaphor of my plate is full. What do I do with a plate that's full? Now, in real life, you can start to reorganize what your plate is full of. You can throw some off. What can you think about it? You can scrape some off your plate, make room for something better. Could you do that? Can you drop it a little lower? Could you dump the whole thing out? Could you donate it to someone else? You say, you know what? I'm not even hungry. I'm going to put this in the fridge for later. I'm going to take this home, give it to my dog. There's so many options. So as you step more and more into looking at my day through the lens of my plate is full, I don't want to. My plate is too full. I don't want to do this. My plate is too full. And you let your body, your brain start to sort and organize through the lens of this metaphor. You'll start to have some really interesting options. Be clear about what to do. And of course, you can eat. And of course, most of that food's probably things you actually want anyway. So, is the problem the food? Is the problem readiness to eat and digest? Bring your feet together. So, knees together, feet together. Now we got a much narrower stance. Less stable. And if you drop your hips a little bit more, find that you're going to have to adjust your upper body to do it, right? If you stay vertical, it's going to get more difficult on your ankles, which is fine. It's range of motion. But see what it's like to drop down in an elegant way as much as you can that feels good, and then come back up. And again. So there's a range of motion that's going to feel pretty good. Beyond that, not so good. You have to start to think over effort. A way to find where is there a little bit of challenge, but not so much that you start holding your breath. Okay, good. Now take your feet just a little bit wider. Same movement. Weight in the front and the back of your feet. Drop down in this elegant way of collapsing your structure, and then come back up. Find a range of motion that gives you just a little bit of challenge at some point, that you don't have to stop breathing. So one of the things that this does when you go in a slow, steady rhythm that's not overly challenging, overly taxing, is your body gets to digest the experience as you're doing it, for the most part. If you overdo it, you're giving your system something it has to deal with later. Right? If you are shocked, you're going to have to process that experience later. A lot happens fast. If you go too slow, is there anything wrong with that, really? If you eat too slow, it's good for digestion. Okay, take your feet wide, drop down, and back up. So same thing. How does this feel? Well, obviously, we're changing the hip range of motion, the hip position, and all that's going to have some effect. But for the most part, you're letting your lower body support and carry the rest. So it's also an exercise in burden, in carrying responsibility. And that's what we're doing, right? We're carrying our plate back to our table. We're taking a plate of food to someone who needs it. We're doing something with that plate that's full. And maybe it's not full anymore. We start to learn not to make it so full. Last one. Now, last piece, a little bit more mind-body. Well, a little bit more. You bring your feet narrow and then wide. My plate is full. So wide is my plate is so full, no more. We start to get upset. Like, get away from me. We start to really assert our boundaries. We bring it in. My plate is empty. My plate is empty. Can I have some more, please? So explore this. Where are you today? What represents where you are? As you do the movement, relax the rest of your body. And go from plate, well, you've now found where you are, but now go from the full range. My plate's empty. My plate is full. My plate is empty. Can you immediately start to feel more interested, more curious, more, I wonder, more, ooh, let me get something to do. And then wider. My plate is full. No thanks. No more. But we can also care for what we have here. Maybe this food is something we paid a lot of money for. Maybe this food is in service of someone who really needs it. There's all sorts of reasons where we can start to cherish and protect their work, which is different than I want to have some more. So keep applying this. Let this filter through your body today. If you can consciously apply this to something specific in your life today, you might benefit from it a lot. I hope this serves you, and whether you want to or not, you can find what's right for you. Get the things done you need to, put aside the things you don't, do what matters and is meaningful,